That soul battery, what's the deal? Who's daddy? We'll be at 25. We'll get 1 minute. 7 people be getting here today. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Forty-two seconds. Let me see. What up? What up? What up? Jeremy, what's the deal? D Griff, there he is. Conscious Queen, what's going on? Hello world, what's the deal? What's the deal? Peace. Hopefully y'all can hear me. It's kind of, it's early. It's a little loud out here. D Griff, Mikey D, what's the deal? Arlette. I see my Scholar Society squad in the building. We got a meeting coming up. I'm gonna post that calendar tomorrow for the rest of the month. Wayne, what's the deal? Pat, what up? Dre. ETF. This year, 10K? Possible. Possible. Um, Remember, everything crazy is supposed to happen next month. So we got a lot going on next month. September gonna be huge. Right? What it do? What it do? What's the deal? Yeah, I know. It's a lot of people hit me up about the melanin video. I know some of you guys didn't see it. If you are Merkabah Academy, MPA, make sure you check the link. So it should be there. So I know a lot of people who are MPA didn't get the link, but it's there. When you go to Podia, you should still see the video there. So Merkabah Academy is still down, of course. It's about to be back up pretty soon, completely changed. But for now, if you guys got the link to Podia, you should be still good. If not, make sure you request a new link for Podia so you can download it. If you went to society, you already got the link. You don't got to worry about it. Simply Ben, what's the deal? Welcome. Yeah, I used to do lives late. Time difference over here on the West Coast. Yeah, make sure if you need the Podia link, if you went to society, it's on the app. Go to the app, go to my page on the app, and you'll see the link in the comment. But if you are MPA, if you're not in a society and you need a link, the Podia link, make sure you shoot me an email so I can send you that link. But you should have access to it. Brian, I appreciate it. Yeah, right? No, D Griff, I watched the Phillies game though. I ain't watched the Royals yet. I think my Dodgers is playing now. So bad. No, I don't go live on IG. I barely be on IG. Um, it's not that many followers on there that's from YouTube. It's just the YouTube. More people got like the alerts, so it pops right up. But it seems like I get more engagement on YouTube than Instagram. Yeah, Dylan White situation was crazy. Uh, New videos on pyramid functionality now. I mean, you're not gonna find any new information on that as far as besides what they just found down there beneath the pyramids. Um, One of the reasons why we're going there. Also, the new museum in Cairo is up, so that museum it's going to take days to really go through that entire museum. It's the biggest museum in the world now. So when we take that trip to Kemet next year, we definitely going to spend a lot of time at the new museum. OBE. Uh, oh yeah, you already know I'm shadow banned. Any religious practices or anything I do spirituality, a whole bunch of stuff. But no religious practices. Religion is for, you know, people who don't understand their history. Big Rod, what up? I'm good. Age of 47, I'm out here. It's hot as shit out here. I wanted to come and sun one down, but give you guys some time to be able to see this. A lot of people always complain I go on lives too late. I'm more of a night person, but I've been so busy lately. Like the night is not good because it's a lot I'm taking care of right now. So I'll be needing those nights to finish up some work, and then having a daughter, a 1 year old, she get up when she want to get up. The energy in Vegas is good, man. Energy in Vegas is cool. A lot of chill people out here. Most people are just about their money, but there's a lot of opportunity out here. No, I talked about that in the video too. A lot of people were saying Vegas having tourist decline, and nah, look at all these cars. It's packed in here. This is just a Luxor. Cars everywhere. Still crowded. Still a lot of people here. They still in my way. So yeah, it's definitely not no. I mean, the numbers might say it's a decline, but you can't see it visually. Like it don't look like it's a decline at all. It's still popping. I mean, it's Vegas, so it is what it is. Yeah. So in the melanin video, I break that down, the functionality of the pyramids and how it ties into melanin. I mean, just frequency, period. Because our melanin can basically tap into so many different electromagnetic frequencies. So the implications of what melanin, excuse me, can do frequency wise is huge. So that's what I break down in the new video. Shoot around, what's the deal? All right, D Griff, that's good. Man, a lot of people hit me up showing me their Shopify. I know Ace Cloud just finished his Shopify and just went live. A few people is still working on theirs, but for the most part, a lot of people got their Shopify store up. Like I said, the video, I walked you through that whole process. There's so many different things you can do on there. A lot of people don't even think a lot of different ways you can make money off of opening up that store. And even if you decide to ship physical stuff, Shopify, you can still put it on your Shopify store. Yeah, so a lot of them, most of the hotels got rid of resort fees. So you'll start to see a lot of the fees is a little bit lower. But I always tell people, like, if you come out here on a weekday, your money goes longer. You come out on a weekday, your money goes longer. You come out on a weekend, it's a lot more expensive. Um, More shows and stuff is going on. They just charge a lot more. But if you plan your week, you come out here like on a Monday and stay for like 7 days or what have you. It's not as expensive. They kind of like give you a deal for the weekend if you come stay a little bit longer. But it's Vegas, so it used to be super cheap here. I mean, it's still cheap to me, but it's not like. I mean, you go to some of these hotels, it's like $20 bottle of water, $10 bottle of water. Like seriously, like a slice of pizza, $20. You don't even get no fries or nothing with it. So some of these places, I mean, they get kind of crazy, but it's still a lot of places to go and eat for cheap here. So, like I said, every budget is out here. If you're coming out here to ball, it's here. If you're coming out here to have a good time and your money ain't that long, you can still have a good time out here in Vegas. There's still a lot to do. Rio, what's the deal? Yeah, remember, Vegas is like the first or second biggest economy. Uh, Not biggest, but as far as like successful, jobs is crazy out here. Like, I mean, especially if you're bilingual, you can get a job real easy. But it's we have a worker shortage in Las Vegas. I mean, there's not enough workers. So you can find a job quick. So it's a lot of people just moving out here before they even get a job, knowing they're gonna be able to get a job real fast. So work is not even going to be an issue for you moving out here, and it's probably every kind of job you can think about out here. So yeah, I mean, finding work and finding a place to stay. Same thing with apartments or houses out here. It's every budget. So whatever you got, I mean, you can find it here. Whatever you can afford is here. Mama, what's the deal? All right, KL9, appreciate. Yeah, Vegas is good money out here, man. You can make like 2,000 a week doing Uber out here, just doing Uber. So it's money out here. Tips, it's crazy, of course. Uh, like I said, don't believe everything you're seeing online. I'm out here. It's still packed. It's Vegas. Like I said, it's still jumping. It's still shows. It's still so much to do. It's still they're building so much new stuff here. It's not going nowhere. It's just a lot of people got tired of the resort fees and the nickel and diamond. So a lot of people was complaining. But the main reason why a lot of people wasn't out here is because of Trump and everything with the tariffs and everything. Just like people just wasn't comfortable with the economy here. But I'm gonna tell you now, and it's still packed out here. Public transport is probably the same as most cities. I mean, they got the big giant double decker buses and the long buses. I mean, Vegas is I mean, you can get probably anywhere in Vegas, you know, 30, 40 minutes. It shouldn't take you more than 40 minutes to get anywhere in Las Vegas from top to bottom, left to right. Seriously. And it's more than just the strip. Most people think it's the strip. A lot of us locals, we don't even come down here to the strip. You know, we barely come here. Like it's so much outside of the strip and away from all the chaos. And then again, you 4 hours from LA, from the beach. You know, 4 hour drive or a 35-minute flight. So you still got everything. Everything is like right there. Yeah, like a lot of people supplement their income with Uber out here. Um, it's just the easy way to make money. You get up early and you come out here and do Uber. You can make crazy money out here doing Uber. Seriously, like you can like literally survive on Uber out here, just doing Uber alone. And a lot of people do. So I always tell people like, if you're not sure what you want to do when you come out here, at least you can come out here and do Uber until you figure out what you want to do. You know, so it's a lot of stuff out here. A lot of people I know came out here and started doing Uber and doing real good. So you know, it just depends on what you're trying to do. Yeah. So for everybody in the society, Egypt is next year. You guys know you got the video. So if you're in the society, you got the video, so you know what's going on with that. Yeah. It's Soul Batteries. A few more videos coming out. It's gonna be releasing soon. Yeah, 5 hours to Phoenix. 5 hour drive. I should take that drive a lot. I like that drive to Phoenix actually. It's a pretty cool drive. I used to go to Tempe a lot, Tempe, Arizona, but I used to go by Phoenix. Phoenix is a lot better now. It's more stuff, but Arizona been spending so much money, yo. Like they putting so much resorts and pools and all kinds of stuff out there. Like it's getting better and better. Before I just hated Arizona. Used to be just boring to me. Too much down there. But now there's a lot. There's a lot to do down there. Yeah, D Griff, Lake Mead is all that. And I never, I don't know how the signal is out there. I'm trying to think. The signal, I don't think the signal is that good out Lake Mead when you go out there. Probably better at Lake Las Vegas. Oh yeah, you gotta get that background straightened up. uh, a couple people had that problem, but see what you got with your background that you can fix. If you can't, you can't. But most of that stuff, if it's not violent, you can get off your record. Like anything that's not a violent crime, as far as I told you guys, I used to do that. I used to help people get their records expunged and wipe, and help people get pardons and everything like that. But I'm gonna tell you from experience, if you have anything that's not a violent crime on your record, like even if it's drugs or what have you, as long as it's not tied to any type of violence, you can get off your record quick. It's not even that hard. Yeah, I know, right? The sun look like the sun about to rise, but it's setting right behind those mountains over there. Vegas is surrounded by mountains. But I want to make sure, because a lot of people don't know. So make sure you guys check it out. The new melanin video. The link is in the description for that video. A lot of people said they didn't see it, but it's in the description for anybody who want to check it out. It's a good video. Make sure you guys check that out. Yeah, it's too hot out here. I mean, I got used to it. It took me a few years, but I got used to it. I travel a lot, so I'm kind of used to the heat. Uh, Being in so many different countries that's super hot, you kind of get used to it. Then I don't lost a bunch of weight now, so it's a lot easier. But yeah, man, it can get real hot out here. If you don't like the heat, don't come here. Yeah, like it's dry heat too. But around this time of the year we get wind, so it's a nice breeze blowing right now. The sun just set like that quick. It was daylight when I pulled up. But yeah, man, that's Vegas. You get used to it. After a couple of years, you'll be all right. Get used to it. Like 90 degrees is nothing. We'd be happy with 90 degrees out here. 80 degrees is nothing. 70 degrees is cold. You get used to it. Yeah, Palm Springs is crazy. But that heat is crazy there too. But this is definitely more drier heat out here. D Grip funny. A lot of big booty Latinas in Arizona. Same thing in Las Vegas. They everywhere. Yeah, Phoenix trying to be Vegas. Phoenix want to be Vegas so bad, but they got a lot of work to do, man. People come here from, that's how the weekends be so crazy here. Because the weekends, people come from Cali, they come from Phoenix, they come from Texas for the weekends. So, like, Thursday is the most inbound flights into Las Vegas. Most people come in on Thursdays. They get crazy here. I mean, like I said, like it's funny to me. People go out 5 o'clock in the morning and take videos and something like that when everybody knocked out, and then say Vegas is dead. I'm telling you right now, it's nowhere near dead out here. It's popping every single day. I had the last time I saw Vegas dead was Corona. I haven't seen it dead yet since then. It's still crazy out here. Still a lot of people, a lot of tourists. But then, like I said, you have a lot of locals that's always flooding the strip, and then you got to deal with the people coming in from California and coming in from Phoenix. So it's always gonna be people here. And now it's football season, so it's gonna be crazy. It was just a bunch of Raiders fans out here a couple of days ago. So yeah, I mean, you're gonna see the same as you've been seeing as far as tourism. Like I said, could it be low? Possibly, but you won't see it as far as people wise. And then again, like it's 115 during the day, 110. Sometimes people at the pool or they indoors. They're not really on the strip. But as soon as that sun go down, it's jumping. No, I never been to Canada before. I haven't. It's one of the places I haven't been yet. It's Canada. Never been to Canada. Definitely one of the. I almost was going to be in Toronto when the Sixers lost to the Raptors. That game seven, which I'm glad now I didn't go, and I'm going to Miami instead. But I was supposed to be there. That was supposed to be my first time in Canada, but something came up, and I ended up having to go to Miami. And I'm glad now because I would have been at that game where we lost. That final shot. Somebody asked me about the car. Same car. There you go, right here, my Range Rover. This is my daily driver. They got the light on the ground. We're about to go in here. Yeah, right. Family car. Got the car seat in the back. I had the two BMWs I sold. I had these other two BMW. Like it ain't really good to have you. Like what do you want to have? About five cars, I say, five or six. After that, it's just like too many damn cars. It's a lot of maintenance and a lot of dumb shit with cars. Yeah, that Kawhi buzzer beater was crazy, but at least they end up winning it all. Well, it kind of felt worse if they won it all because the Sixers probably would have won it all too. But yeah, man, it was crazy. Martin, what's the deal? Matthew, what's the deal? Let me see. Yeah, the wind in Phoenix is crazy, but that wind here in Vegas is crazy too. You get those crazy winds. It look like the trees, the palm trees, are gonna blow over. We're going in this thing. Yeah, but this is one of those hotels right here that the Luxor. If you come here, you don't want to spend a whole lot of money. Luxor is not that expensive. Actually, a pretty cheap hotel sometimes. You catch it at a good time. It's not that crazy. Yeah, the range. Well, if you got a Range Rover after 2012, well, after 2012, you're good. But any Range Rover before 2012, you ain't trying to have it no 50,000 miles. 50,000 miles is kind of that's a lot of miles to have on. Yeah, we illegal out here. What's that? We got a pool out here. That's one side. It's another side right here. I can jump right into the pool right now if I wanted to. Vegas, man. Vegas got everything you're looking for. Everything is here. Cool place. But I like it because of its proximity to so many different things. Especially California, LA is right there. So if you're going to LA a lot, you're good. Dude, anybody who hasn't seen this place, you can see what it kind of sort of looks like. Matter of fact, let me go up so I can show y'all. Who's seen the melanin video so far? Oh yeah, melanin. Oh man, it's yeah, XRP. You guys already know, man. I should be chilling on that. And one thing I want to go down to, I think it's like 290 something so far. We're gonna keep going up and down with it. That's why I really got too much to say about it because like we still riding that wave. So it's gonna be up down, up down. They're trying to get y'all to sell. Yeah, for anybody who hasn't seen all this, check out. Remember, I mean, the King Tut exhibit is always here. It's a bunch of bullshit, but they do got some artifacts. This place, what? It's like 29 a night on a weekday. It's cheap. So y'all can't tell, but what I'm showing y'all right now is just the balconies. So you can see people walking up there. So those are actually where the rooms is for this part of the hotel. Crazy, right? my drinkers. I just passed the food court. I'm trying to get to the front. Oh yeah, I mean, and this connects over to Mandalay Bay. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's see what we yeah, yeah. If you're in the society, you already know. Hit me up. You come out to Vegas, let me know. I met with a couple people. Let me see. Delbert Blair was the man. You know, he spun off. He got too psychedelic for me and a lot of people. But I heard some stuff about him. I ain't gonna repeat. But it makes sense. Dave, what's the deal? A guest on my channel. I mean, if it probably will happen eventually. If you know, I'm in that situation. But since I'm like most of the time I do like videos on the fly. I mean, I done put out. You guys know I put out so much already. So most of the stuff I put out is already on YouTube or in the DVDs already. Everything else, a little bit more. My deeper stuff is in the DVDs, of course, and everything else is for the society. But I never felt the need to really bring anybody else on or anything like that. I mean, a lot of people wanted to come on, but like I don't even think I really be planning most videos. Like it's just be like, okay, I got time, let me do the video. Check this out, Titanic. I got the Titanic Museum here. I'm obsessed with this ship. I've always been for some weird reason. I just like ship drives me nuts. It's pretty cool, right? It's like a replica they got going on there, but they have an exhibit here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the sound, man. A lot of people's compromised. Like I said, man, there's rules to this whole thing. You can't. It's certain stuff you got to chill off saying, um, and you know, stop trying to be famous. Some of these dudes just want to be famous. They don't want to be. They don't want to put out the knowledge. It's not so much about the knowledge. It's just showing that they know stuff, but at the same time, you know, you can be in the conscious community, but you can almost take a status as a famous person if you start getting those kind of followers. That's why I say I'm good with 100K followers. I probably should have more, or probably would have more, but I'm cool with it because I don't want too much attention on me. And my whole thing is this: like I tell you guys, if you're really into it, if you're looking for this information, you're gonna find me. You'll find me. The people who are looking for it, you know, if you're digging, you're gonna find me. Somebody gonna recommend it or whatever the situation may be, but you'll find me. Video journal, what's the deal? Oh yeah, that those numbers was crazy. Kobe and Michael Jackson. I won't even touch on that. That's one of those things you stay away from, especially the Kobe one. The Kobe one, as I said, is crazy. Gold elevators. That's a dust right there, though. She can tell you. Yeah, you're welcome. Nah, it's ain't for everybody. I always tell people, man, you gotta. Gotta know your limits, man. I ain't even gonna say these people crazy. It's just it's rules, and it's just certain shit. You just when they know you don't play with it because it's like, oh, if you know that, he might say this. I already had IRS problems. I don't wanna go through that again. Yo, listen, I get that so many times, man. My son always, he shares my information. He's just like me as far as learning and studying and everything. But it's tough, man. You can't get everybody into this shit. Like everybody is not going to be with it. They don't want to hear it. So, you just let people find it. The people who really want it, they're gonna go and they're gonna search for it, and they'll find it, and they'll eventually find me and everybody else in the conscious community who's been putting out information over the years. They'll find it all. It's just how it goes. Because that means at least if you found it, you went on that journey. You went on that journey. You went looking, and you found what you found. What you found. I mean, when you start googling questions, videos pop up, content pop up. So that's how it happens. And like, a lot of people would simply Google a question or thought about something or was doing some research, and my video might have popped up to answer it for them. So that's how people usually find it. Yeah, listen, man. Like I said, don't get me started with Kobe. Like when you start really getting into the numbers on him, it's one of the most creepiest things I've ever seen. It give me the willies. It give me the willies just really looking at that shit because it's like what the. Then here's the crazy part. The crazy part is how he had to know. He had to know it. That's what gets me. Because if I know it, he had to know it. It's like, dude, were you? Did he go through his whole career knowing this shit? Because everything pointed to exactly what happened. Like, how did he not know it? He had to know. It ain't the real ones, but fiberglass. Still cool though. Yeah, I think he knew, man. It's like there's no way he couldn't have known to me, or at least somebody that's esoteric in his circle um, probably told him. But these are cool, right? I need to find the guy that got it from. But yeah, get back in here. Yeah, of course. Stolen Legacy. I wrote all those. Christianity Before Christ, all that shit. Peace for Ada. What's the deal? No, it's not a real artifact. That's fiberglass. Be griff. It's dope though. It look real, but it's fiberglass. You knock on it, you can feel it's fiberglass. Marcus, what's the deal? Oh yeah. Most people say that they found the channel because somebody either recommended Saturn Satan, the first one, to them, and that's how they started. Or any of the Satan videos. For some reason, a lot of people were searching Satan, trying to get a record deal. No, he didn't sell his soul to get Gasol. Like it was something with his pop. That's what it was. So when you really get into it, I'm gonna say that part. His dad has everything to do with it. And then you gotta remember the picture of Kobe when they won the championship. I remember his parents wasn't there, his grandma wasn't there. And one of the things he was so sad about was his dad. Of course he played in the NBA himself, But I think if it was some type of bargain or something that was done, it was just pop because it don't make sense to me like this numerology and everything that's even before he was born. I mean, even his birth itself is wrapped up in the numbers. Everything. It's like one, there's no way his pop didn't know from the time he was born. And then as he started going throughout his life, stuff had to happen. And it's crazy. So I actually met Kobe before a long time ago when he first came to the NBA. I met him at Shoemaker Middle School in Philadelphia. He came there, played in the basketball the playground. He played basketball at the playground right across the street from the school, and it was crazy. I remember it's crazy hype out there. A friend of mine actually knew him, so I got to meet him briefly. You know, this is before social media and all that type stuff. It was cool, but he had a crazy upbringing that's surrounding all the numbers, even with him learning the languages and how that corresponds with everything that he did after that. Man, it's creepy. Like I said, the only person I've heard, even Little Wayne touched on it a little bit. Little Wayne touched on the numbers. I think I put that clip up before with him talking about it. So he touched on it, but he didn't go too deep into it. But he was basically saying, "Yo, look at the numbers." So Lil Wayne even seen it. I think everybody's seen it that's in those esoteric circles. If you know, you know. But it's creepy, and it's some shit that you leave alone. No, it was when he had already signed his deal. I mean, he had already got drafted to the Lakers. So it was before we knew what he was going to be when he played the game. You know, Lower Marion is like right there. It's kind of considered Philly, but you know, people from Philly don't consider it Philly. We consider it Lower Marion. You got a whole year. I mean, if you can't, if you're in society, you got a whole year. You already know. You got plenty of time to be able to take the trip. We're still trying to get the 30 reserve spots. Like I said, I took care of a lot of it, but my whole thing was securing that license to be able to go and do the tours. You know, that was my main thing. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably do another one depending on how successful this one is. But I think it's going to be good. So I'm hopefully because I don't just want to do Egypt. You know, I want to go other places. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be another tour. Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, link is in the description. The join the society. It's already in the description. The new melanin video link is in the description. Yeah, Lexor. Oh yeah, yeah, Rio. Of course, his daughter is like I said, man. It's creepy. It's creepy because when you start looking at it, man, like most people thought, and that's what I thought too. It looked like he sacrificed his daughter, but that's not the case. It's not the case. Like I said, to me, it's something with his pop. It was something with his dad that something I don't fucking know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But the numbers with the daughter is crazy. The fact that Kobe took that picture, the creepiest part is him taking that picture with her in front of the queen's painting. If you know, you know. That was fucking crazy to me. Because everything is in that painting. I mean, it's crazy. It's creepy. And it makes you feel helpless. It makes you feel like, these people got some fucking kind of power or knowledge or some shit that's way past our understanding. Because how? So, I think it was a message to a lot of the celebrities too, like, we can get you too. So I would never make a video about that shit. Hell no. I don't think I can get through it. Yeah, so Kobe had already inked so many deals. Like, I don't even know if it was a setup or not. The fact that he had that league, they was basically paying him in China to start a league in China. All right. So now there's a couple of people that's trying to do it now. But the whole thing about him exposing these pharmaceutical companies or whatever like that. I mean, I think the one they put out there the most to make it look like That's what could have happened or what have you. But who knows? Like this stuff is, the numbers is far before. I mean, before he even got drafted. We're talking about his childhood. Everything is there already. So all the numbers is already there before he even made it to the NBA. So I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, Kobe ain't in a GOAT discussion because of that. Whatever he did or whatever happened, they want people to just forget about it, skip over him. That's why LeBron got his place. Like it's it's already set up, like, oh man. Because even LeBron factors into the whole thing as well. And it's like LeBron knew. To me, he had to know. I think Jordan knew too. It's nothing they could do. Like what can you do? It happened. The numbers are insane. The numbers is creepy. And then the way they correspond to certain moments in his life, which is why I say, how could he not know? It's deep, y'all. I'm sorry. Just dig into it. Do the research on your own. Start doing the research and go down that rabbit hole. You'll start seeing what I'm talking about. Like you don't need me to tell you. If you start that research, very not hard to find to figure out at all. You can start looking and you're gonna start seeing what I'm talking about. I mean, if you know some stuff esoterically, it'll jump right out at you. But keep digging. You'll find everything because they want you to know. Oh, Shaq a made man. Yeah, Shaq good. Yeah, listen, man. It's more than interesting. It's creepy. It's creepy. Yes, sir. I'm good. What's the deal? Yeah, so better. I think they'll do a fucking Kobe movie like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, something like that. It'll probably come out. Who knows? So it's a painting. I think it's in the London Museum of the Succession of the Queen. Uh, but it's more of that painting than just that. Now you can schedule a consultation. The link is in the description. So just go to the last video I dropped and look in the description. You'll see it's a consultation. It's on. You can book me. But look in the description of the last video I dropped. You'll find the link there. Oh yeah, listen, I already got my money on the Lakers. I already got my money on the Lakers. Like, I mean, come on, yeah. A lot of people can't see it. I guarantee you. Like, I'm not even gonna say it, but no, I put money on the Lakers already, early. Now, if it start to get too obvious this year, then put it. It'll stay next year. But I already got money on them. Good question, Marcus. Yeah, the third eye, how it relates to melanin, because you can't activate it without it. I mean, you can activate it, but let's just say you can't reach that full capability of what it can do without it. So I broke down that whole thing in the beginning of the video with Genesis, and I was giving you that whole understanding of. I mean, you guys already know Kundalini energy with the garden. That's why it's the serpent, and the serpent is telling them you're going to be as God if you know. So the serpent is basically giving you the hint that the serpent, which is Kundalini energy, is going to be what opens the third eye. So you'll be able to see and be as God. I mean, all that stuff is like right there. But I really get into it in that video and break it down. All right, Mike, what's the deal? Yeah, man. Listen, I'm like I can't ignore it. I put my money on the Lakers because the money is good right now. But as the season starts going forward, because I expect them to do some type of trade like mid to late season, that's going to put them over. That's going to put them over that hump. They want to get Luka a ring. They're not letting LeBron did too much for these people. They're not letting LeBron go out like that. Because think about it, LeBron he gets a ring. They already just voted Jordan as the GOAT, right? So the conversation is, I mean, they had two votes down, and both times they voted Jordan as the GOAT. So LeBron is on the, he's on his way out. He got the situation with his son, but he's not gonna let him go out like that. They want to give Luka a ring for everything that just happened. So my money is on the Lakers. The bubble ring was, I don't think they're gonna let that be his legacy with the bubble ring because people don't respect that bubble ring. That was his last ring. Don't get me wrong, I respect the bubble ring. I respect it because I know that had to be tough to do. But at the same time, they got to put an asterisk on it because a lot of players didn't play. But at the same time, it's hard because there's no crowd. You couldn't go home to your family. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. COVID was going on. People thought it was going to be the end of the fucking world. I mean, psychologically, it was crazy too. So, I mean, I can't like completely X out the bubble ring. I can't. But I can understand people that do. And I'm not going to put it in the same level as, a traditional championship. Josephus, yeah. The, yeah, numerology, high school. Yeah, the Rams pick up Shador, that'd be crazy. But I don't think Matthew Stafford injury is that bad. I think he'll be all right. They're just being cautious. But think about him and what in Hollywood, Shador, he gonna go crazy. That's where he belonged though. He belongs somewhere like in that market. LA would be crazy if he go there. I mean, that'd be a good pickup for them. I don't know what Flacco was going to do. Like, I mean, I don't know how much Flacco got, but we'll see. And then, I mean, we still Deshaun Watson. Who knows? Like, he might be out again the entire season. I don't know how severe his injury is, but I can't give up on Deshaun because I know how good he is. So we'll see. But um, I would like that would be great. I would love for him to go to LA, go to the Rams. Yeah, Ray, you should already be investing in AI. Make sure you got money. Definitely in anything AI, everything that's coming out with AI, you want to put money in that. Yeah, Cleveland is ass. I'm sorry. Okay. No, I haven't watched wrestling. I mean, I keep up with wrestling here and there, but I haven't watched wrestling since forever. It's been a long time. I think I started watching wrestling when uh, I stopped watching. I think when Roman Reigns first came in, just because I've been too busy to keep up with it. But I mean, it's hard to watch it when you know that it's staged. Even though I love the drama of it, but some of those pull punches it be fucking with me. And I can't do too much fake shit. The Cowboys, I better stop disrespecting Dak. they said Dak was a trash can. I said, no, man, he at least a dumpster. He at least a trash truck. He graduated to trash truck by now. Nah, Saturn Satan series is done. So enough of that out there. Then I have a it's so much to go into. Like, I mean, if y'all only knew the shit that I left out, like, it's so much to get into with that series, with Saturn period and a lot of stuff. But a lot of it is like, I mean, it's tough to put into a series or into a video to explain because it requires so much prerequisite information that I know a lot of people don't know, and it's too much to get into. So I made the videos like the way I can try to make it for people to understand who don't know much at all. I try to do all the videos like that, like try to look at it in a way that don't nobody know anything about what I'm talking about, um, and just try to break those videos down that way. It's a lot with Saturn, man. It's a whole lot with it, and it's going to continue to be that way. It's going to continue to be stuff, and you just the history. Well, I should say the ancient time Saturn is just way more knowledge than now, of course. No, let me tell you. Like I said, I always told you guys, like nobody makes me more money than Dak. Make me more money than most of these people as far as NFL. Like he's going to get 1.5 for some reason. Vegas always deems it necessary to put that 1.5. The fucking guy is going to throw 2 touchdowns. He's going to do it every game. So as long as they keep doing that, keep betting on it. So yeah, like I done made so much money off of that because for some reason, even though like Cowboys was in like the top 5 scoring wise for like the last 10 years, or since that got there, let's just say they score. They score a lot of points. So I don't understand a 1.5, but I'll take it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they smart. Yeah, trust me, it's a lot. I mean, the blockchain itself, like it's Saturn, Skynet. I broke that whole thing down in one of the stock market videos. Yeah, I talked about when I used to work at the airport, like how I was cool with a lot of the wrestlers. Like if Matt Hardy walked in here right now, we would both go crazy. That's like my guy. Me and him was tight because I looked out for him a lot when he used to come through the airport when I was the manager there. So I done met like a lot of the greats. I met Undertaker before, Batista, Kurt Angle, Booker T a lot of times, Ric Flair. I had to stop Ric Flair from cussing out one of my gate agents. So a lot of wrestlers used to come to F Terminal in Philadelphia, and I was the manager there for a while, and I used to get them on the plane early, so they didn't have to deal with the sit outside and deal with the planes. If you know F Terminal in Philly, it's like the small planes, so I used to deal with those guys a lot. Cool, cool. But Matt Hardy came through like all the time, and he was chill. He's a cool dude, and I used to always chop it up with him. And yeah, man, like a lot of those wrestlers, he was just breaking it down to me. This is like when Triple H was like the highest paid. He was breaking down like with Triple H and Undertaker, making how the money situation is there, and the training and how they go about the whole thing. It was pretty cool. So yeah, I was into wrestling, but it's like I have time for it. Like I said, my patience with the fakeness. And I watch UFC, and it's like you watch UFC and you see 2 men fighting, throwing hands and blood squirting. It's hard to watch wrestling after that. Ray Floyd, I appreciate it, bro. Jameson, what's the deal? Don't put no money on Travis Hunter. You're gonna get hurt like week 3. Somebody gonna hit that ball so hard. Stay in a one room apartment. I mean, listen. If you young, depending on your age, I always tell y'all, man. Like, if you young, man, especially if you conscious, if you hear you conscious already, you should know your stuff. But if you young and you got, you know, you getting money and you're doing okay, man, I would live as cheaply as I can. Stay home with your parents if you can. But I would stack so much bread and invest so much money and just try to live as low key and chill as you can while you're building, because like you just don't know yet. I mean, it's tough because social media make you want to go out and get stuff and try to compete with these people. But man, you'll figure out when you get older, you'll be like, damn, if I would have just saved this, or I would have just stayed home a little bit longer, it's just worth it, man. So I wouldn't mind living in a one bedroom apartment and saving as much money as I can and investing money and just chilling, and then build towards something, because when you hit your mid late 20s, you're good. You got it all figured out. I mean, if you think about it, you come right out of high school. If you go to college and you get a degree, that means after that you work in a high salary paying job, depending on what you went to school for. Them checks is big. That's what they don't try. That's what they don't tell y'all. Those checks is husky. So, case in point, talking about the airport, and I was the manager there. I was the only one with a degree, so I had my degree so they paid me more. So I was pulling in. I mean, this is years ago. So I was making like 45 a month from the airport after taxes. So it was a nice chunk of money to be able to save and everything like that. So I highly recommend, living as cheaply as you can until you get where you want to get. Yeah. People ask me about that, man. That fight gonna be here, so I'm gonna try my damnedest to be at that fight. Bud and Canelo. I'm a big Canelo fan, but I'm also a big Crawford fan as well. But Canelo walking around at that weight though, that's what everybody gonna say. It's a weight issue. The thing is, you know, because I haven't seen it yet, it's how comfortable is Bud going to be at that weight. You talking about Canelo used to that weight, but to me, what's going to make the difference is the IQ. I think Bud's boxing IQ is way higher than Canelo, but Canelo's got a lot better since he fought Floyd. So you know what we thought with the Errol Spence fight, even though his next fight was mediocre against what's his name, Bud, what he did to Errol Spence, who I would think would give Canelo a good fight. If Earl Spence Jr. for Canelo, I was looking at that like, yo, that'd be a good fight. And then the way Bud completely dismantled this dude, like I was emotional, yo. It was crazy. So I can't just arrogantly say Canelo. I can't do it. Like if he twisted my arm and I had to make a decision right now, I would say Bud all day long. I would say Bud all day long. Forget the weight, forget all the other shit. Just off of his IQ and what I know he can do, yeah, I would say Bud. I think Bud is a smarter fighter. I think he's more technical. Nah, I think I think at that level, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Saudi dude. Listen, what's his name? The Turkish Saudi guy, the Turkish guy who he the one who set this fight up, and this is why he's involved because this dude likes fights. He's basically making sure everything gets done. And Bud and Canelo is at the level, especially Canelo. He worth like 400 million. Like they at the level of money to where they don't gotta they're gonna rig the fight for what? Like you don't gotta rig you don't gotta fix no fights. I think it's gonna be a straight fight. Yeah, I'm sick of these rig fights. These rig fights is crazy. I mean, betting wise, they not, because I make money off of that shit. But like everybody knew like the Jake Paul fight. Like, come on, everybody knew Jake Paul was gonna win that fight. Same thing with the Tyson fight. Like, it was common sense. Yeah, man, that Spence fight was brutal, bro. It was like seeing Superman get beat down, like one of your heroes. Because like it's a tough fight for me because I like Spence, even though Spence is a Dallas Cowboys fan. That's what I had to think about when he was getting his ass whipped. He's a Cowboys fan. But no, no, no. It was tough, man. I like Spence. He's one of my favorite fighters. So watching that beatdown, dismantle ain't the word. I mean, he's like he figured it out. Like he went Goku Ultra Instinct on him, and it was just brutal. It's brutal. I'm in a Luxor, the Luxor in Las Vegas. Yeah, all sports is rigged at this point. Yeah, this is the casino, so it's not even really the lobby, but I guess you can call it the lobby. But the casino right there, as you guys can see all this, I mean, it's Vegas. You can walk into any hotel and casino and do whatever you want to do. Remember, you go and you start gambling, you get free drinks. If I go to the machine right now and start putting money in it, the lady gonna walk up to me and offer drinks. That's what they do. So you can literally sit here and drink for free. I mean, it ain't gonna be crazy liquor down, but it's pretty good for a free drink. Yeah, I mean, if here's my thing. If Canelo wins, it depends on how he wins. I don't want no woulda, shoulda, coulda, controversial, split decision. I want it to be like either a knockout or unanimous decision. Um, Bud got power, man. Bud got power, but so do Canelo. And I think this fight, I think Bud's last fight was to set up this fight. I think the last fight he fought was so people can be like, okay, let him fight Canelo. Canelo can win, and made it look more desirable. But he had to win that fight, which he did. But listen, Bud is technical, man. Like I would definitely not sleep on Bud, but of course you can't sleep on Canelo. But I don't know, man. Like to me, neither one of them really fought. A lot of super, high talented people. To be honest, like I mean, Canelo and Triple G's was one. Of course, Spence, but that resume ain't crazy, crazy for either one of them, to be honest. But I still feel like I think Canelo had a lot of hand-picked fights, easy people who I never heard of. Like he had a lot of just easy guys who was like, who's this guy that he fought? So I think that might hurt him because Spence fought a lot of tough dudes, and after that, I mean not Spence, Bud, but after that Spence fight, when you see him like do that, like it's like he went to another level. I don't think Canelo is at that level yet. I don't think he can get there. I think Bud wins this fight, and he might win unanimously. Yeah, of course. William Cooper, Behold the Pale Horse is one of my favorites. Crazy. Nah, he hasn't. He ain't really fought nobody. Like, that I would consider, like, oh, man, the challenge. And he didn't go back and fight Laura. That's the fight that I wanted to see. I wanted to see him go back and fight Laura after they robbed Laura. Laura beat him to me. 48 laws of power, yeah, that's on my desk. Ike is legend. Mr. Dill, appreciate it. Oh yeah, Atlantic City, stick figures. Yeah, AC man, you already know. I'm from Philly, so you know that was our Vegas growing up. You know, Vegas on the beach. Um, it's been a long time. I haven't been to AC in over a decade. It's been a long time since I've been down there. But I think the last time I was down there, matter of fact, it was before the boardwalk got tore. It's been a long time. It's probably been like 20 years. But yeah, I always loved AC. Been there a lot when I was young. When I was in the Navy, I used to go there a lot when I came home. Atlantic City definitely a dope place. Atlantic City, Coney Island, New York. Yeah, but people saying that Dylan White fight was staged, or not staged, was rigged, like he took a dive. Who knows? I mean, like I said, man, it's happening a lot lately. He wasn't really punching back. Like I don't know what the fuck happened with that fight. But I fell asleep. I was going to bet on it, but I fell asleep. Oh yeah, man, Marcus, we are currently in the next big event. Trust me, right now, and it's ongoing. Tariffs and with stocks and everything, what's happening with crypto. This is the beginning. We're already in the beginning stages of the next big hit. And like I said, the thing is, one, benefiting from it, coming the fuck up out of it, and that's what's going to be on the table for everybody. It's like, okay, yeah, remember, like we didn't know, we had no clue, but so many people benefited from fucking 9/11. So many people make money off of that shit. It's crazy. Um, there's always money with the wars, man. Big company or not. Now, because remember, whenever they have any type of stimulus into the economy, it's good for stocks. So now they're looking at it saying, oh, Trump's supposed to have a new stimulus, but we know if we do, expect stocks to go up. But I think we're already in beginning stages of the next big event. But as far as on something crazy, I don't think you're going to see nothing on 9/11 scale um, for a while. If we do, that'll be crazy. But we already know we're headed towards war, possibly. It's a lot of crazy stuff to come. I hope Trump is our last president. It shit need to be over. It's stupid. Listen, trust me. If Trump is the last president, it ain't gonna be the worst thing in the world. That means we on to some bigger, better things. Yeah, yeah. Hoop Daddy. Canoon, Potter's Wheel, Saturn, of course. I think I put that in one of my videos. That connection. You can see what what the wheel looks like as far as Saturn. The depiction of the wheel, the Potter's Wheel. There's actually a couple of them. Oh yeah, this looks slow to y'all. You see, a lot of people here losing money. Yeah, so most of the consultations, believe it or not, It's always about business. Like I said, man, I always tell you guys, good luck. You're gonna be hard pressed to find too many people that that made millions and millions of dollars willing to talk to you for that cheap. And the reason why I do it is because I know there's a lot of people that's about two questions away from being, at that level. So take it from somebody who's already done it and knows what your company or your business might need to, you know, be better or move forward or what you need to do or where you need to put your money at. And, one of the reasons why I kept doing the consultations is because, man, I helped so many people. And I'm like, damn, I kind of feel bad like if I stop doing it. The problem is I'll be booked. So, you got to get it. Like I said, if you book it, if the spot is available, there's a guaranteed spot. I might have to change the date. But for the most part, a lot of those dates are open. But I got other shit I'll be doing too. So alchemy, what's the deal? Simply Ben, yeah. I definitely do still produce. Like you guys, if you make music, it's something you can't let the shit go. So every once in a blue moon, I'll put together some beats, to see if you still got it. But I know so many people that's I'm not gonna say in the industry, some people, but that make music, like that's doing music stuff. So I'm always giving out information and advice and sharing music with people. And I just miss doing it, but I don't have too much time lately. Yeah, see what I was doing. Yeah, so yeah, that was actually part one. That was actually part one for the melanin video. So definitely there'll be more parts to that. That's one of the things I forgot. I was going to mention it here because, like, I mean, come on, you can't. No way you can put everything in that one video. Real Queen, what's the deal? Stick figures, yo. You know what? Nobody never asked me that before. I had a lot of questions before. No one ever asked me that question. What is your main goal in life? Main goal in life. Sheesh. I mean, like, I don't even think you can have like that shit got my brain throwing laps right now just thinking about it. Because it may seem like a simple question, but I don't have a main goal because there's so many things I want to do. I mean, it's a culmination of things. So it's not like one main objective. Um, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm doing like me doing this and put out the information, all the videos I put out over the years. The most fulfilling thing I could ever imagine doing with my life. It's just been so great. Like, it's a lot of stuff out here to do. It's the world. It's big. There's a lot of things to do, a lot of things you can figure out and imagine that you want to do with your life. But to find something so, I don't know, rewarding and profound and good, helping people out and just being in this information. That's why I started the society to be around like-minded people. It's just the best, man. I can't imagine doing anything else um, than what I do. I mean, everything else I do, as far as business-wise and all that, that's the survival stuff, right? What you gotta do to live, and then I'm competitive. I'm a real competitive person. I want the best out of every situation I'm ever in. So, like, I would love to touch $100 million. That's the goal out of this whole thing. I want to touch 100. I don't need $1 billion. That would be cool, but that's like, fuck, I'm gonna do with $1 billion. I feel like too many eyes on you when you start getting up that level. But 100 million is doable. That's doable. So I want to touch 100 million. I want to put a lot of people on. I want to put millions of dollars into a lot of people's pocket. I want to be able to say that I made, a lot of multimillionaires and put people in a good position spiritually and financially. That's like one of my major goals. So again, that's why I started the society for that. In the society we talk about mostly finance because I believe you can't be spiritually free in this society unless you're financially free. So we get into stock market, we get into, everything with crypto and how to invest and what you're going to do with your money. That's why we talk about a lot of that stuff. Because you guys got to get free, man. Some of y'all got to be to work tomorrow. Most of y'all. That shit is crazy. And it's like, not to knock nobody's job, you got to work, you got to do what you got to do. But fuck that shit. There's no way. I know too much. So it's like, a lot of people that come to me and ask questions and follow the videos, a lot of them are looking to escape that rat race and figure out how. So I put out as much as I can on what you need to do that. And it's not as hard as people think it is. It's fucking really not. It's just, being consistent in what you do, putting in the hard work, and, mapping out a plan to get out of that situation. So for every person that I've helped and I talk to, and they come to me and say, yo, bro, I quit my job. My shit is working. Everything you taught me, what have you, is going well. Our business is doing this and that or what have you. That shit is the best. That's what it's about for me. Because what else is there, right? Yeah, you got to sacrifice. That's what fuck people up. Because people are not willing to sacrifice. They're not willing to spend a fucking dime on themselves. It's just like, it's tough. It's tough. And don't get me wrong, I understand it because I get why some people are skeptical. And, it's a lot out here, man. It's a lot. But at the same time, like I always say for me, nigga, I'm not the only one putting out information. I don't own the information. I don't own it. I don't control information. It's out there. Anybody can go figure out any of the shit I talk about on their own. You can go and figure it all out on your own. Trust me. So it's like, if you're gonna do it, then go all in. That means if you're gonna go all in on your own, you can't bullshit yourself. That means you gotta really go in hard and really go and look because you're not willing to trust other people or trust what's out there, which is understandable with the way YouTube is right now in this day and age, because the shit is, it's so many, like, it's just so many agents and scammers and motherfuckers on social media right now, and it's just, people just on there for clicks. They're on there for likes. That's what it's about. It's about now getting the likes and clicks up so I can generate revenue from it. It's not even so much about the knowledge. And I always like to say, I've been putting out information, you guys know already, I've been putting out information before anybody made a dime. I was putting it out for free. I've been putting out information before Google bought YouTube and was paying people to do this shit. So my teaching has always been genuine. Me, everything I put out has always been from the heart. It always been on some, yo, check this shit out, y'all. Yo, this is crazy type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like me as a friend to another friend who know what I know, and it's like I'm so anxious to let him know. Yo, you gotta peep this. Let me tell you. It always been on something to that degree, but it just grew to something more serious as I got deeper into the knowledge, right? So as I got deeper into the knowledge, I realized that this ain't just about knowledge. This is way more than that. And, you know, when I first started, I wasn't where I'm at now. So a lot of you guys have grown with me as far as knowledge wise. When I first started putting out information, I didn't know everything I know now. And it was like I was still a student. I'm still am always gonna be a student. But I was still uncovering shit. And the more I uncovered, you know, it always went back to my notes. And I realized a lot of the shit that I know now, I kind of always knew. And it's just like now me putting out the information is going to be the same thing with you guys. Like, damn, you know what? I was on that tip, and then you just opened the book for me, and now you connected a lot of dots. And that's what I do with a lot of the information I put out. But yeah, awesome question. Yeah, XRP will definitely drop some more. Don't worry about that. I was telling somebody yesterday I won't be surprised if XRP goes down to under $1. Don't quote me. Listen, they're going to keep fucking with XRP. Look, it's look at it as a big ass scam, right? That's why everybody calling it out. Oh, it's a scam, fuck XRP, but they don't know what we know, right? Look at it as a scam. So I have to legit. This is why Ripple was in trouble. I have to legitly get people to buy into this stock, which they this crypto or what have you, which they started and they kind of fucked up in the beginning, right? But that's the whole court case and everything that happened with that. But now so many people bought in. But now I got where I needed to be as far as where I wanted this whole crypto to go, XRP to go, and I want more of that stock back because I know what it's getting ready to become. So all the people who bought XRP, they don't want everybody to have it. So what they're going to is like shaking off a fucking tree, right? You want the weakest fucking branches and leaves to fall off. So that's what they're doing now. They're shaking the tree. They want all the weak people to fall off, all the people who bought up shitloads of XRP that really can't afford it. Um, all the regular people that bought XRP when it was cheap, they want to keep up, down, so you can sell, right? Once you sell, they're going to buy those shares because remember, it's a market cap. They're going to buy those shares. They only put out, I talked about this in the video, they only put out a certain amount, right, by law. But they want to, at the end of it, they want to have the most shares of XRP before they blow it up. Plain and simple. That's just basically what it is. So we got to ride the roller coaster. Remember, the same thing happened with Bitcoin. The same shit. So when you understand Bitcoin and that ride we went on with that shit, then it's like you see the promise of XRP. Same thing with XLM because XLM is going to be right there. You just got to ride the wave, man. Like I can see it going lower because you have a lot of people who not getting what's happening, but at the same time, not everybody can afford to hold on to that stock for so long. So it's gonna keep doing what it's doing. Real Queen, I appreciate you. Yeah. So it's going to drop down to two something. I honestly think it's going to go back under $2 soon, or maybe even lower, from what I'm seeing. But remember, I mean, it's they they are speculating XRP to possibly hit $50 by the end of the year, right? It's a lot coming up, so just hold on, stay tuned, because I think when it drops, it's going to sit there for a while. It's going to sit there for a while, and you know, I think if they get enough shares when it do drop, if they buy enough, then it'll sit there for a while. But like I said, man, like, keep moving your shit to cash when you get your gains. But I mean, it's if you have a whole lot, you got a lot of shares. If not, just sit on it. Plain and simple. Just sit on it, leave it alone. Don't touch it. Out of sight, out of mind. We know what it's going to do. Don't let it bother you. Just don't sell that shit. Yeah, Swift is the key. So with Ripple and listen, if they take, like everybody's telling you guys, if they take like fucking 5%, 1% of the transactions that Swift handles, that's going to shoot fucking XRP market way up high. So its evaluation will be way higher is where we need it to be. We need it to be high. We need the money to get up there so the shares can grow high, grow higher, of course. But it taking on a lot of the work that Swift is doing. It's coming. It's coming. So big announcement, which everybody knows. I told you guys before. Grand Theft Auto 6. But they gave us a date, May 20 something, right? So hold on. Plain and simple. Everything, if you understand what's about to happen with gaming, and I broke it down, gaming is about to change the world forever. It's about to be the biggest shit ever. I'm going to do a whole series because I got a whole series coming up to get in early on this shit. I'm going to put it out for sale. It's going to be expensive. But if you're in a society, it's free. But I'm going to put it out for sale because what gaming is about to do is going to make the most. Remember, listen. Think about your account right now. For people that got thousands, right? That's about to change. So where we at now with the thousands, it's going to be millions. So right now, thousands is you have thousands, right? You know what you can do with a few $1,000. It's going to be millions. The whole money is about to completely jump. That's what's happening. We're seeing a big change is about to occur. So where the billionaire is going to be the new multimillionaire, right? We're going to have trillionaires. So thousands is going to be the new millionaires, and everything is going to go up. That's what's happening. That's what's coming. So the thing is, what side you're going to be on when it happens? You're going to be on the right side or the wrong side. That's the change. It's not a matter of if. It's for sure. It has to happen with what they're going to do to the economy. There's no way around it. Gold is going to shoot up, plain and simple. But what gaming is getting ready to do, because now they're about to change the way we game. If you think about Grand Theft Auto, right? I'm a PC gamer. I play all things, but the PC gaming is my number one. I have GTA 5 on mod, everything in there. That whole world is bananas. It's bananas. So if you think about it, what remember when a mod started coming out with GTA 5, dudes were making crazy money off of it because you had guys that can give you all the cars, you had sneaker mods, all kinds of stuff like that. Think about how much money Rockstar lost, right? Think about that. So Rockstar got smart. Now they understand like shit. Yeah, you want to be GTA Online, which is fun online, but they forgot, or let's say they underestimated the offline market of modding. Because some people don't give a shit about being online if you got all these crazy mods and I can just drive around the game in my favorite car or whatever I want in real life, I can have in the game, right? They missed the boat on that. They're not gonna make that mistake again. So now with GTA 6, they're putting in so you can not only sell digital assets online, but whatever, right? So you're gonna be in GTA 6 and going shopping in GTA 6. Playing this, you go for your character, for your avatar, whatever it is, you're going to be able to buy cars and buy everything. It's going to be a whole marketplace in there. It's literally going to make people millionaire on the game fast as shit. It's not just going to be Rockstar. Everybody's going to be doing this. So you have to couple that with what's happening with XRP, what's happening with stablecoins. All that's going to be involved. All of that is going to be involved. So the Rockstar release for GTA 6 is the hint to when things is going to be put in place. So they gave us a date of May 20 something, whatever that is. If it don't change, that means that's going to coincide with a major leap with XRP around that time frame. So you got to look at that. It's a lot more to it, but that's what you got to pay attention to. So since I know some people, and since I'm like so super into this and I know exactly what they're doing and how they're going to implement it, I want to show you guys how you're going to be able to make crazy money with GTA 6, not just with that, with other gaming opportunities. What you need to be into, anybody who sell NFTs or know what NFTs are, how are you going to be able to use that? Remember, NFTs, what are we doing with that? What is that, right? You think we're just going to let that go? Now, it was the big deal for a while, right? Now it's about to blow the fuck up. Right now, it's poised. It's chilling right now, waiting for everything to happen with this digital currency. The NFTs and the way they're going to convert it with the video games is about to change the world, yo. So, you gaming motherfuckers like me is over. You're able to make crazy money off of this. Just be set, but you're going to want to get in early. The people who get in early and set up shop is going to be making the craziest money, right? So again, like I said, I'm so on to all this because I'm already know what I'm going to do with it. I really want people to not miss this, right? So not only can you come up with XRP, but if you're a gamer and you're into gaming, if you know how to, you don't even know how to code no more. We got fucking Chat GPT and AI. Yo, this shit about to be so easy. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So I'm gonna show y'all how you're gonna be able to make crazy money just playing fucking video games. Yeah. So I mean, just look at it. Like I promise you, and this is how you're gonna know. It's already gonna hit overseas before anywhere. It's gonna be in Japan. It's gonna be in China, and that's where my plug is already in Japan. I got a guy in Japan. I got a guy in India. So I already know what's coming. I already know how this shit is gonna play out. And America's always last to get everything, so they're already gonna be hip to this shit overseas first. So that's where you want to have your ears to. You want to know what's going on over there first with all this stuff because they're going to be onto it way faster than we are. Certain stocks you should invest in, but crypto is where you want to be at. Stable coins, all the stable coins get ready to come out. All these banks and everything make you stable coins. Crypto is where you want to be. That's going to be the fastest money. But all the stocks you should be invested in is that big numbers right now. So if you can afford Meta, which is at 700 or whatever it's at now, if you can afford Meta and Microsoft and stuff like that, yeah, that's where you want to have your money at. But crypto is where you want to be. All these tech companies and digital health companies, that's where you want to have your money at. Yeah, so like I don't see this thing. A lot of people they don't understand the money trade, what's getting ready to happen, how this whole thing is about to flip, because it's tough, and you got better shit to do, right? Like the entire monetary system is about to flip. It's about to change, right? So you got to think about the bankers. You got to think about the Federal Reserve. What are they going to do? So Trump they already made the biggest move, man. The biggest move was already made, and everybody just we just brushed it off like it was nothing, right? They fucking backing stablecoins with the dollar. It's fiat. It's the dumbest thing you can think about, but it gives you a heads up as to where we're going to be headed with this thing. So we have stablecoin. Trump is basically saying, fuck the debt. He is about to completely wipe out all the trillions of dollars in US debt. It's about to be gone, right? Plain and simple. So the debt we owe, all that shit is about to be over with because of what XRP and what stablecoin is getting ready to do for the dollar, right? Let this chopper plans, bro. So fuck all that printing money and debt we in. Fuck all that. Let's just make a digital currency, back it with the dollar, and say now, okay, this is the new dollar, right? Hey, how much money do we owe you? Okay, here it is. Done deal. So what is it about? It's about getting people to accept it, and that's where we're headed. So, dude, you put this shit in video games is over. Everybody's going to be on board. It's a lot that has to happen for this to work, and it's happening right now. It's a process. My bad, but the choppers, they always fly past over here. I forgot I'm near the helipad for the tourists. Atlantis in Antarctica, no. Only reason why is because how the Egyptians described it, well, how Plato say the Egyptians described it. And if you go by that, then Atlantis was America. If you go by that. As far as it sinking, um, okay, so there's an esoteric part to that whole thing, right, with Atlantis. Because some people will tell you all of this is Atlantis. And we're basically underwater right now. Everything we know as the world is underwater. It's one of those old stories about the everything just changing. Hold on. Yeah, everything just changing into what we see today. This whole shift and change was done a long time ago, and we're basically quarantined in a whole separate part of what we know as the world. It's a lot of crazy shit, man. It's deep, but the reason I don't get into all that too much because it don't really matter. To be honest with you, we stuck with what we stuck with. We got to deal with this shit. For anybody else who just saw 9/11, I saw it too. It just changed to 12. It's crazy, right? It's how the universe speaks to you. Like I could be scratching the back of my head, and then automatically my eyes go to the clock every 9/11, morning or night. It just goes to it. I never miss it. I could be playing Madden, the counter, the game clock hit 9/11. I see it. It's like it's the craziest, creepiest shit. But it's dope when you understand it. All right, I'm gonna check out the business plan, Divine. I gotta check that out. I look like a dolphin. Yeah, my face lost a lot of weight, man. 11, 11 from Texas, yeah. Yeah, the powers that be are definitely melanated, for sure. Yeah, man. You start seeing the numbers again, those angel numbers they call it, but it's just subconscious, man. And that's how it communicates. It communicates with you in other ways too. So if you think about an episode or something and it comes on, you need to be meditating. Meditation to get you a lot more clear with that whole thing and get you more connected with yourself. So you can understand and make sure that you're walking in that path that's trying to get you to walk in. But you're on the right path, and that's what it's about. You seeing those numbers. It's telling you you're doing the right thing. Like I tell you, man, I always say to you guys, like, listen, be thankful that you're you, man. Be fucking happy that you are you and your consciousness in your body right now. Because you're conscious, like you're getting it, you're on a good path. Like, don't think in terms of fucking money. Money is the physical shit we got to deal with, but when you really begin to understand it, it's nothing. I wouldn't want to be anybody but me because I understand what I understand. Like, the fuck is the point of having all that money when you spiritually done? When you designed or you're going to be sitting back here for nothing, right? It's like you're on a level right now that's going to put you in a better place spiritually. And everybody begins somewhere, and the beginning of stuff ain't always what it's cracked up to be. It's not You're not going to start out exactly where you want to start out. And I wouldn't want to when you begin to understand like what suffering is about. Understand like going through struggle. It makes you who you are. It's what got you here. So as I talked about in the video, I said, like, your subconscious knows, and you have to go through certain things in this incarnation while you're here for a lot of reasons. And some of that might be suffering for whatever reason. You're here to get something, and you ain't get it yet. But your subconscious can't just give it to you. It's rules. You have to come to that understanding. You have to come to that knowledge. So you got to look at it like a game, and that's kind of sort of what it's like. And your decisions and choices that you make is going to lead you to where either you need to go, or it's going to lead you to, where you're not supposed to go, and that's going to be up to you. But trust me, your subconscious is trying to lead you into that right path, but it can't make you go there. You got to figure it out. You got to connect all the dots. We can't just tell you. That's why when I say there are rules, that's what I mean. You can't. I can't take away the free will of you figuring it out. Right? So it's like if you don't get it on your own, you didn't get it, because there's stuff you need to know on the way up there that's going to make it fit for the next part that you need to know. All right? I mean, it's deep. It's deep. I explain this shit a lot, but just understand, man. You on the right path. Be happy who you are. That you are who you are, and you're in this consciousness, and you're on the right path of understanding who you are and what you need to be doing. And don't look at shit with envy. Don't have that envy in your heart, or like that wanting in your heart, man. Have that knowing that you can get whatever the fuck you want to get. You just got to go get it. It's that simple. It's not hard, man. It's not hard at all. It's so many ways of doing things out here, and so many ways of getting things. I always said, man, if it was three of me, I would be the richest man on the planet. Plain and simple. It's just making the most use of your time, man. That's what the fuck I hate the most. It's never enough time. It's just never enough time, man. You be on to something, and you're getting work done, and it's just something comes up. And it's a good thing when you're busy a lot of times. It means you're making money and you're doing something. But at the same time, there's so much other shit you miss out on. And there's so many other things you want to do or create, whatever. And it's just time, it's just not there. So this is why I tell y'all, that's why I said before, when you're young, and if you're young and you already conscious, man, you got so much time now to fix those problems, to get into the right situation. So as you grow older and more knowledgeable, that it's not going to be hard for you to get to where you need to be. Do it young, man. Do it young. It's the best way. So all y'all young conscious people that's out there, if you in your 20s, early 30s, man, you got plenty of time. You're on the right track. So just stick with it. Just stick with it. Mr. Dan, man, what's the deal? Yeah, man. Listen, just being fucking alive is a struggle, yo. It's the struggle. Uh, I try to tell people, man, because a lot of people think money is everything. It just, yeah, you can say, yeah, money, you have a lot of money, you can do this. But fucking more money, more problems is the truth. Money still comes with so much more, because now you got to keep it. You got to keep it. And it's like when you got a lot of money, you got to keep it, and you got to still do the stuff that you was doing to keep it a lot of times. That's the difference between being rich and wealthy, right? You're rich, you got a lot of money. When you're wealthy, like, it's just money is not even a question no more. It's just like it's nothing. Like, now your life is basically set up, and everything that's happening in your life is in the money producing business, right? Your actions, you walk, and everything you do is making money, generating wealth everywhere you go. No matter what you're doing, it's money, money, money. So when you go to sleep and you're making money, and you wake up and making money, you're either rich or wealthy. 9 times out of 10, you're wealthy. That's where you want to be at. And it's like, I wake up and look at my phone because I know I made money. I, it's just how it is. I can't think of another way for there to be, or I couldn't fathom living life any other way. You want to go to sleep, making money. I'm making money right now while I'm out here talking to y'all. My phone done lit up with so much money I done made already while I've been on this live. It's just how you want it to be. So it's like, what I got to do to get there. And it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's not hard. It just takes you not bullshitting yourself, and you doing something that's hard. Because anytime you do something that's tough, that's hard work, it always pays off, right? So, like I said before, look at it like going to the gym. If you see somebody that's cut up, they got a bodybuilder's body, athletic body, they put a lot of time in the gym. That's hard work. But that hard work is painful. It's painful. And it's the same thing with, being healthy and eating healthy and everything. It's painful doing that. It's like stuff you don't want to do. You got to put in work, but the end result is what it is, right? So it's like that with anything, man. Whether you build in a building, you got to start with the foundation. It's a lot of hard work putting that building together. But once you build that building and it's built, think about everything, all the memories and everything that's going to come after that. Nothing that's good, you guys know this already. Nothing that's good, anything that's worth having, worth fighting for or struggling for, none of that shit would be worth it if it didn't require hard work. Everything requires hard work that's worth those things. Everything you dream about and you want in life, it requires hard work, man. You just got to put it in. And you've done it before. You've done it. Whether you went through high school and graduated, college and graduated, whether you went through any type of training. Us, my military people that's out there, you guys know boot camp was hard as fuck. Listen, I'd rather go to prison than boot camp any day. You can put me in fucking max. I don't care. I'd rather go to prison any day than go to boot camp. That shit is the worst. It's the fucking worst. Tough. Hardest thing I ever did in my life to go through that. But you go through it. I mean, at least you go through it, it was going to be over eventually. But you go through it, and the reward is just great. After you graduate and you finish, I mean, it's like one of the greatest accomplishments. It was just dope. That's why we have that connection, military people. But a lot of you guys know, man, you've been through tough shit and you struggled through a lot of stuff. For everybody, like I said, if you graduated, I mean, fucking high school, man. Those things in life is to prepare you for that. Hard work. It's going to take a long time, but you're going to get there. Going through high school and then graduating, it's like, damn, like I did it. Going through college and graduating, going through all those years of learning and you graduate, that's tough shit you went through. The rest of life is the same thing, plain and simple. You know, the difference is if you did go to college or high school in some cases, then you learned enough to be able to keep making those steps in life to get to where you need to be. And that's all you got to do. Yeah, more money, more responsibility. Yeah, better than more money, more problems. But it all depends on how you look at responsibilities. What those responsibilities are. It can be a problem sometimes. But like they say, it's nothing money can't fix. Sometimes, sometimes. Yeah, man. Listen, I tell my son all the time. Me and my son always talk, and I always be breaking down to him because my son thinks like me a lot, man. He'll get deep into something. He watches a lot of my videos a lot, but he'll get deep into something and it'll rack his brain and he'll call me and he'll explain. And the way he explains stuff to me is how I know he knows his shit, right? But I always try to remind him, like, dude, like you're not even 25 yet. Like you're young. You got so much time to go, right? So don't you may feel like in a lot of moments, a lot of y'all that this is it. Oh, I'm too old, and it's better shit you can be doing, whatever it may be. You're gonna feel like that. But man, you got so much fucking time to do what you need to do. Plain and simple. And then in the process of doing that, because then now you gotta remember, and you working hard, you're already putting out that frequency of what you're trying to attract. It's already going out there because you're working hard, right? That hard work you're putting in is going to lead to something, but you might reach your goal long before you expect to reach it. Or you might find other goals and reach them that you didn't even know that you needed. And that's what happens on those journeys, man. You figure out shit and you find shit you didn't even know about or think about on that one path that you was on. Now you done fulfill other paths you didn't even know you needed to fulfill on your way to fulfilling your main goal. And that's how it goes. It's like you gotta take that step though. You gotta go on that journey, and it'll get you there. It's so much that's out here, but if you don't put in the hard work or put yourself in that position to be working hard, you ain't gonna get there. Plain and simple. I was talking about before, and I talked about a little bit in the video about money. That's what money means. That's what money is about. Like money is so spiritual. It is probably the most spiritual thing you touch because it revolves around our energy. That's why they call it the juice. right? Money is everything. A place like Vegas, Sin City, for a reason, because sin, evil, Satan has to do with money. Satan has to do with materialism, right? But you can't look at it in that way. Look at it in a way of being material, not evil, but material. But in certain religions like Buddhism, they see material as evil, right? So that's where the whole evil aspect comes in. But money and the energy you put out to get it means everything, right? So for the person that worked hard, you're gonna work. You're using your energy to get money to live. So I mean that's just so profound right there. But think about what that means, the spirituality of it, of you getting money because you put energy out there to get it, right? So in anything that you're trying to do or accomplish that requires money is going to also require your energy. So when you pay money for stuff, you're paying energy, right? You're paying energy towards something. And a lot of people will never look at it in that way because money just money. But man, to go and bust your ass and work hard just to give that money for rent to live, or to give it to the fucking phone bill or the fucking electric bill and shit like that. That the reason why it hurts, because that shit hurts. I remember those days. It's like, damn, I don't bust my ass all weekend. Now I know before I even get the check, the fucking money's gone. I already know it's gone. And it's like all this energy I'm putting out to get this money just to give it away, to survive. It's fucking crazy. So if you look at it in that way, man, that shit light a fire under your ass to get as much money as you can the way you need to get it, right? So meaning you need to put more energy and effort into what you're doing to get money. Plain and simple. You need to start spending money on shit you need to spend it on instead of shit that is wasteful. And that's one of the things I love about my son is he figured that out. Right? He figured it out like, man, I don't need this. Or if I spend my money on this, that's stupid. It's not worth it. When you start thinking like that, it's easier to start saving money and start putting money away and investing money because you're no longer looking at money as just money. You understand the energy that's attached to it, if that makes sense. Just stop taking Uber everywhere. Listen, let me tell y'all this. This is the biggest thing. If y'all don't come away with nothing, come away with this shit tonight. Procrastination, you got to kill it. You got to kill it. That's the major. That procrastination is the biggest demon that affects the black community. Plain and simple. Besides fear and hate, procrastination will have you fucked. And this, I talked about this before, and it's what you got to kick. That's the thing you got to kick, man. You got to kick procrastination, and you got to kick that fear, right? You got to kick that fear, and you got to start really fucking putting your energy into where you know it needs to be. Because look at it. You know, a week from now, let's say you wanted to do something and you didn't do it. You're gonna probably be able to look back and say, I didn't do it because I was bullshit. I fucked up. I didn't save enough money. I didn't put this money away. Whatever the situation is, I guarantee it's going to be on you. It's going to be on you. And you might try to put it on somebody else or put it on the economy, whatever it may be. But you knew whatever consequences or hurdles are out there, so you need to move differently, right? So if you're trying to save your money for something, if you're trying to reach a goal, you know what the fuck is out here. You know what could possibly be in your way. So you have to plan for that, right? So procrastination is gonna fuck you over six ways every single time. Because you're gonna think you got time for something when you don't, right? If you're one of those people who get dressed at the last minute, if you're one of those people who do shit at the last minute, if you're looking at dirty dishes like, I'll do them later. That shit is bad, man. So I always tell you, like, make sure you train yourself to immediately, soon as you feel like not doing something that's so fucking simple, you have that urgency in your brain to just get up and go do it immediately. Like, fuck it, let me go do it, right? Because then you'll start to kill procrastination that way, right? Meditation helps as well. But because then when you meditate and you programming yourself to get shit done, you can meditate on just cleaning your fucking house. And you're gonna clean the shit out your house after that, I promise you. Because you done focused on it, you done dialed in. And it's even little things like that that get you out of procrastination. And as soon as you kick that shit, Your daily grind, your daily struggle, what you do in life is going to fucking be conducive to work, right? Work that's going to benefit you, not work that's just bullshit, right? And that's what you want. That's where you want to be. That's the difference between people that go from being fucking poor to rich, people that go from, working a 9 to 5 to being successful, right? I broke down the Shopify store, right? And it's so many people that hit me up about the Shopify thing. And I know you got to build the store. It takes time. But once you build it and it's done and your site is complete, one, it feels fucking good because you feel like you own some shit, right? It looks beautiful, but you did it. And you putting that energy into building that store is going to basically come back to you when you start selling shit. So that's not the end all. You already put the work in to build the store. So now put the work in to promote it, right? You're going to start generating sales. It takes time. I didn't really start getting crazy sales till like 3 months after I opened the store. But I promoted so much and I pumped it out, I start bringing in enough money to make a difference, right? So I would bring in 300 a month, 700 a month. May not seem like much, but at the time it helped out. It's like, I'm bringing in a nice little couple dollars. And then it just grows because now what you're not realizing, what you're not seeing is you're creating dedicated customers, right? You're creating word of mouth. People saying, yo, I bought this here, right? And it starts like that. This shit just grow and it snowballs. That's how it works. But you gotta put the work in. You gotta stop procrastinating. You gotta stop doubting yourself. Stop listening to the internet and what people saying about, oh man, this shit ain't gonna work. Oh, that shit is a scam. People don't do that shit. Don't work, and you ain't even do it. All right, and you ain't even do it yet. It's like when people tell you that a movie is bad, and you go and see it, and you're like, man, this movie was all that. You know how I used to do that shit a lot. People tell me a movie was bad, and fucking 10 years later, I see the movie and it was fucking one of my favorite movies ever. Nah, you can't do that, man. You gotta just go experience, bro. Go fucking experience the shit. If it sucks, it sucks. At least you experienced it, you got it out of the way. It's done, you know. Log it in, it's bullshit, keep it moving, right? But you still gotta go and experience. That's what life is about. You gotta experience it. You gotta go put the fucking work in. That's like a fucking cosmic like connection that you're making with bringing that experience into yourself, knowing what it is, and using it to either go forward or leave it alone. Plain and simple. But you gotta fucking put the work in. You gotta stop procrastinating. You gotta change your routine. You gotta get the fuck up early in the morning, right? You start getting up early, that's another thing that's gonna change your fucking life. Getting up early. Because then you have so much more in the day that you can do. You'll start realizing when you get up early, and you guys already realized this shit before, when you get up early and you like, shit, you get so much shit done before noon. You get up 6 o'clock in the morning, you're like, damn, I done did all this shit. It ain't even 1 o'clock yet. I got the rest of the day to go. What the fuck I'm gonna do? But shit is done, right? Shit is done. So especially if you're a person that work from home, right? And you got your own business or whatever like that. You can accomplish so much, man. So, like I said, it's a lot. Not everybody can do these things, but you got to put yourself in a position to be able to do these things, and you'll see your life start to change in a lot of different ways. And it all works, man. It all works. Yeah, man. Holding on to money man, is good. Like that sacrifice is everything. Because like when you sacrifice and when you holding on to money, it's like riding a wave, man. It's like going through a storm. Because for a moment you have this overwhelming feeling to buy something. Right? I want to buy this shit so bad. Oh my God, I got the money. I want to buy it. I want to buy it. And it's like you got to ride that storm out because it's going to go away eventually. You'll start feeling like that. You got to focus on you saving that money, right? And what it's going to do for you when you really need it. So what I broke down in personal economics for you guys is what you got to do. The way setting up those multiple accounts and having that account just for bills. If you don't have an account just for bills, you're crazy. You need to be paying all your bills out of that one single account, right? And you have that way you don't have to worry about overdraft, right? It's common sense. Because if you have your personal spending money and the same account that you're paying your bills, let's say you ain't got it, and they go and they taking money out of your personal account that you're also using to pay for other shit, right? So that way, if you have everything set up automatically to come out of one account for bills, and you make sure that's where you pump it most of your money, you don't got to worry about bills. Bills is getting paid out of there, you're good to go. That way, when you put your other money in your personal account, and let's say it's for something important, you don't got to worry about, oh shit, I forgot about the electric bill. Now they just took the money that I was trying to save to get these motherfucking sneakers or to buy this equipment, whatever it may be, right? It's dedicated, allocated to the bills account. You know where that money coming from. So it's little stuff like that that you can do that'll take away a lot of problems in your life. Yeah, trust me on that. It's so much easier. It's so much easier because at least you know with that one account, it's just bills. Bills being paid, bills coming out, whatever. You have your savings account where it's money that you can save, and then you just have your account where if you have a business, of course your business account is completely separate. But so for me, I like to have I got my business account, I got my bills account, I have my what I call my bullshit account, right? My bullshit account. And your bullshit account is just money you putting in there that you got from whatever. I won some money gambling, I put it in my bullshit account. Some go to my savings account, whatever, right? It's money that I made outside of my business or money I had left over from something, whatever the situation is, it goes in my bullshit account, right? It's my bullshit part. And with that, you know, when you're going out and the shit you need to do, you know you have that bullshit fund. You can go, this is the money I can bullshit, I can spend shit on, right? Plain and simple. But you still remember you have all these other accounts, you have money set by other places. Money becomes no problem at that point. You're not worried about it because you got it, you got shit set up. And, you know, and growing, like, if you was around me during that time, hold on. If you was around me during that time, you would think I'm broke because it'd be bills that I didn't pay on time or shit that I didn't buy that I could have bought. But it was all about managing the money a certain way. It'll look like I don't have it, but I fucking more than got it. But it's just all in how you're spending it. You got to plan shit out a certain way. Now, eventually, you'll get to the point to where you can pay all your bills on time. You know, it's all in that account. Everything is automatic payment. You're not worried about it. Bills going to be paid. You leave it alone, right? You'll get to that point at some time. But if you're an entrepreneur and you're investing and you're moving money, of course, you don't want to put yourself in a position where, you know, your lights getting cut off. Make sure those bills are paid. But you still got to remember that you have leeway in certain bills that you pay. You have time. And sometimes you can take money away from bills that need to be paid to invest in something that's a sure thing that you know is going to be worth it, right? And it involves a lot of dinging and dunking and dibbing and dabbing and finagling your way in the beginning to get yourself in the right position to make sure you're doing right with your money, right? And that's how it starts out. Then eventually, in doing all that, you accumulate enough money and you invest in the right things to where it's not a problem no more, and you just building up those monies. And like I show you guys in the video, you know where to put them, and then you just follow that forever. You just follow that system. It's how they do it, and that system will keep you on track. It'll keep money in your pocket. It'll keep everything paid, and you're good to go. You know that one account you're not fucking with. You can't touch it. That's where my bills come from. You do not have a debit card for that account, right? In your pocket. You have one, but you don't keep it with you. Right? You put that thing in your safe. But you know, that's what all electric company, my rent coming out of there, yeah, whatever it is, all coming out of that one account. You know it's there. There's more than enough money there. You're taken care of, right? That's how you want to structure shit. So the way you structure yourself and how you living is big. It's discipline, right? It's order. Why? Like this is your life, man. Like why would you not have no want to have order to the way you're going about your day, your life? You want to have some type of order to it. And since money is the biggest thing that we deal with as far as us being comfortable in our lives, why would you not want to have that set up the right way? That's just crazy to me. I don't understand it. And once I begin to understand that part, like, fuck, I got to get my finances straight because it's gonna make my life easier. Once I begin to understand that, that became my priority. So like I told you guys, I spent 2 years cutting everybody the fuck off, and I made up my mind on that. I said 2 years, I'm not fucking with nobody. I'm going to spend these next 2 years just fucking making money and saving money and putting money away. And in that process, you come across some good investments. You might be at your goal way before you thought so, plain and simple. But you're in the atmosphere of generating money, so you probably will be. That's the only way to be. Only way to be, seriously. So make sure you guys structure your accounts right. Make sure you're investing in the right things and that you sacrifice it, man. Because sacrifice is a big part of it. Like, remember, the world is here to trick you. The world is here to fuck you up. And unless you sacrifice, and you're sacrificing, which is like you really turning the tables on materialism, sacrifice. You're not falling victim to the materials that you're spending your energy into trying to get. You overcame that desire, right? You're more civilized. So I'm not going to fucking work hard and put all my energy out there to make this money just to buy a fucking pair of Jordans or some dumb shit. I'm gonna put this money up and build on it and grow and sacrifice all that shit that I think I want and need. I'm gonna sacrifice it to get to a level of money that I can use to grow my wealth, tenfold. Whatever you do, right? And that's what it takes. So, believe it or not, one of the best ways to do it, I'll tell you what I did. I just stopped looking at my account. I didn't look at that shit. So I would make money. I made sure the money I needed for my bills and my food was taken care of. The rest of that money I put in my savings in the beginning. And I just didn't look. I didn't touch it. I knew I put money in there. And when you start doing it that way, you just stop looking at that shit. Because the more you keep looking at that shit, you just keep looking and you see how much money you got, you thinking about all the shit you can afford, all the shit you can go buy, right? And it's going to fuck you up. Plain and simple. It's going to fuck you up. It's going to have you in that mindset that you can buy it. And then you're going to think about how easy you accumulated that wealth. And you're going to say to yourself, what? Man, I could just save that money all over again. And then guess what's going to happen? Karma going to kick you in your ass. Something going to happen. You're going to lose your job. Whatever energy is going to come and fuck you up. Plain and simple. Because you set yourself up for it. And it's way in the back of your subconscious, and you don't even realize it that you did it to your own self. Right? That's how it goes. And it's like, hold on.
Surprised this AirPod lasted as long as it did.
Hold on. Hopefully y'all can hear me. All right. Should be good. Yeah, man. You need a car to get around and do what you got to do. So that's one of those expenses you got to make. You know, car, your rent, that stuff that's real important. You already know. That should be already allocated to your bills account, and it's just a fucking no bueno with that shit. Because you gotta pay those. Gotta pay your rent. Gotta pay your electric and gas, or what have you. Gotta pay your car insurance. Gotta pay your car note if you got one. That stuff got to get done, right? Phone bill, internet, that stuff that has to get paid, that stuff that you lock in and it's just there, right? You know you got to pay this to survive, right? Make sure you got a budget set aside for food. You're done, right? Understand what that number is monthly. What is that number monthly for me to take care of all that? And you want to make sure you're making that and making more because you can't grow if you're not making more than that. If you're not making that number, you're living outside your means. You got to change something. You got to get a better job, or you got to downgrade, whatever it is. So it's one of the reasons why when you go try to get a fucking apartment, They want you making 3 times the rent because they understand that shit. They understand you need to be making 3 times the rent because I don't want my fucking unit to compromise your life to where you making life decisions based on my unit, right? So I need you to be making 3 times because at least I know you can handle the rent, and now you have 2 times that to go do what you need to do, and I don't got to worry about you being short with my shit, right? It's a smart move. So whatever that number is, you want to make sure you're at least making 3 times that. If you're not, you got to make some changes, and that's the problem. A lot of people don't know what changes to make, or they don't know how to make those lifestyle changes to make more money or to fix that problem. But that's something you got to fix. Well, the powers that be, I know what it is. I mean, I understand it. So that's a whole other conversation. But what I said to you guys is, not everybody's going to understand. Not everybody's going to be able to understand or accept it because it's hard. Because we look at things in terms of good and evil, good and bad. And as soon as you do that, then you're caught up in the world. You don't understand the universe. And it's no such thing, to be honest with you. It just is what it is. And I always gave you guys that analogy of looking at a lion that go and eat a baby buffalo in front of his mom or a baby deer. There's no police coming to arrest that lion. We just say, oh, it's nature. Like on every single level of physical existence, there is consumption, right? There's an organism consuming another organism. Every fucking stage of life, right? All the way down to bacteria. We see it everywhere. And you could think that's good and bad for whatever in whatever capacity, but it was set up that way. It is what it is. You know what? One of my favorite things in the world to eat, I love king crab. I'm a fucking sucker for king crab. You want me to show up? Just tell me it's gonna be king crab there. I'm coming. All right. So one of the things you gotta ask yourself, for anybody that eat king crab like me, how the fuck somebody figure that out? You gotta go through so much pain because their legs are so prickly, right? To get to that meat, you gotta put some work in. But somebody figured it out, and it's like, why would you even want to touch a king crab in the first place? Fuckers are huge and they full of fucking thorny fucking spikes, right? But you get so much good meat out of those crabs, and it's like, who thought of this shit? Who figured it out, right? Who put in that fucking work to figure that shit out, right? And you got to look at it that way. It's like, was this thing intended for us to eat? Because it seemed like it wasn't, but it had to be because it's so good. Like steak is so fucking good. Like you mean to tell me you made this animal so we can butcher it and kill it and eat it? And it's like, how could that not be the case? Because it tastes so fucking good. You can get so much meat out of it, right? You got to look at it. So it's like when you start looking at the universe, the way of, you know, there are rules, there are laws, but good and evil is something it just is. It exists within you. You can't accept one over the other, right? You got to do both. You do evil every day. You do good every day, every day. Us buying the shit that we buy and living the way we live may seem evil to some other people. The stuff we buy may seem evil for us to buy, right? It's duality. So when you begin to understand that and you begin to kind of sort of understand the powers that be, right? Some people think Thanos was right. Some people look at what Thanos was doing as being fucking evil. But Thanos, he felt like what he was doing was the right thing to do. And everybody that was with him, remember, all his henchmen and help and the other villains that was helping him out, they didn't fucking really understand what the hell was going to go on. I mean, the guy was going to snap his finger and half the universe was going to disappear. What if I'm one of them? You could think, okay, maybe he's going to protect me or what, but you don't really know. Or what if somebody I love is one of them? I mean, you got to look at it in the context, but they're trying to give you a profound understanding of good and evil and what must be done. And what must be done may look evil to us. And when you begin to understand that, you begin to understand that there's more to it than just good and evil. It's what has to be done. It's the people that got to do it, right? So bad, right? You be in traffic, like Man, maybe Thanos was on a sign. I would love to get rid of half of these motherfuckers real quick. But you gotta look at it that way, man. It's just so many different ways of looking at the situation. I gotta get out of here. What time is it? Man, my car probably pick it up real soon. Oh, but yeah. So I mean, if the powers that be are black, why we get the short end of the stick? That's material, right? So I will look at it and say we've been put in the best position possible to grow spiritually, right? Because of the challenges that we face. Who else? Who else can say they've been through what we've been through? The problem is we like material. We don't like suffering. Nobody want to suffer. Nobody want to go through any type of struggle. But then when you begin to understand that to get any great thing requires the struggle, sacrifice, or what have you, then you think, you'd be happy for the struggles that you have in life, right? It's like as a boxer, when you boxing, or even when you playing basketball, I would rather play with the people that's better than me. I want to fight the fighters that's better than me because they got something to teach. And I know it's going to be a struggle to beat them, but as I keep going through the struggle, I'm going to get better and better, and eventually I'm going to beat them. Right? I'm going to win. And I've seen that, as far as basketball, that's how it was with me. Like, basketball was life. And we used to always go and play cats that was better, and then we got better than them or as good as them. And it's like how it goes with anything that's worth, getting. It's just be like that. So I promise you, you guys know the world. You see how it is out here. But there's a fucking way to beat it all. Like, no matter how hard you think shit is in your life right now, you can get out of it. You can. You just got to do it. And then, like, I know I said, well, no, not my situation. No, yeah, your situation. You can do it. It's just fucking, you got to just do it. You got to set the plan and do it, and don't cheat yourself. Don't bullshit yourself. And you're going to get there. It's just that simple. And it, again, requires that sacrifice. Each and every one of us can look back and say, damn, I fucked up. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have spent this money. That's what happens. You get a bunch of money and it start eating away in your pocket. You go spend shit and you're like, oh, I deserve this. Oh, I'll work hard for this. Whatever excuse you tell yourself. And then something comes up. As I said before, something comes up and fuck it up. So you want to make sure you put yourself in a position, because it makes the most sense, to where you have an amount of money, or you're at a level at amount of money to where no matter what you buy, it's not going to fuck you up. It's not going to affect you. Then on top of that, you're generating money from multiple sources of income to where it's impossible to spend the money. And that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at. That's what happens. You get to a point to where, you know what? Before I even walk into the store, I made the money to pay for what I'm going to buy. Or by the time I leave the store, I already done made the money back. You can't spend this shit. It's like you cursed in a good way. That's where you want to be. Plain and simple. It's like, work till you get to that point, and put yourself in those positions to where that's going to be in your future, not just punching a fucking clock, right? Not just 9 to 5 shit. Use that 9 to 5 now to get to where you need to get to. And that's what you got to do, right? But yeah, I gotta get out of here. Make sure you guys check out the video, the Melanin video, Scholar Society members. The video, I know some of you guys didn't get the video on Kemet on the trip, but I sent it back out. So make sure you guys check out the video. It's on the website. So all the schedule, what we're going to be doing, the video of me talking and explaining stuff is going to be there. For the people who ask, can you bring somebody? Yes, you can bring somebody, but you got to reserve their spot as well. If they want to come and you booking their flight or whatever, they just want to stay in a hotel at Mina House when they're there, then you just got to pay for their plane ticket. If you want them to come to all the events and everything we're going to be doing, that's going to be extra. And I promise you, it's going to cost more than what I'll put the trip up for it. So make sure you are reserving for 2 people and paying the dues each stage for 2 people. So yeah, so it's possible. I think I got it up to 10 people. I'm already factored in that. So our total group by the time we get to Kemet is going to probably be close to 60 people all together. My squad, my people, and people that's going to be helping out. And if everybody brings one person, which I don't think that's going to happen, but I kind of got it factored out. So it's going to be a lot of us. That's why you'll see on the schedule, stuff is broken down. You'll see it say 10 people, because we're going to be doing things in groups of 10s, right? It's going to be like 4 things that we're going to do that's going to have everybody there at the same time, right? So I'll be doing a lecture there. As I said, I'm shooting my documentary there. I'll do the documentary. I'm going to be filming. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And as I said, that schedule is probably going to change because I want to factor in Greece because it's right there. And I just remember my experience the first time I went to Greece and everything, seeing all that stuff. And I don't have those pictures no more. Well, I got some of them. I don't have all of them. So I want to take you guys there. So I want to kind of try to get Greece into the whole plan. It's only 10 days. We could spend 10 days in Aswan alone. We could spend 10 days in Cairo alone. It's a lot. We could spend 10 days at the fucking Cairo Museum. Like, seriously. It's just so much to do there. But I really, since it's so close, I really want to get Greece into that trip. Somehow I'm working on that. So you guys can see all these amazing fucking structures and, temple with fucking Zeus and all that. It's so much dope shit there. So yeah, Scholar Society members, make sure you guys check that out. Link is in the description for the new video. Also in the description to join the society. Still available. So yeah, I think I'm going to drop it to 8. Just, I have some type of deal coming up for it. You guys will see. I'll do something because some people have been asking about it. Yeah, also the video for the Shopify course is still in there. The link is in the description. A lot of people ask about that. It's been in the description. Everything is always in the description. All the fucking links to everything is in there. So I know a lot of people have been grabbing the course. A lot of people have been having questions. Grab that Shopify course. It's life-changing shit. It's good. It's good stuff in there. Put that work in. Change your life. Plain and simple. That's how I make multiple incomes myself. But yeah, make sure you guys check all that stuff out. I'll see you guys next video. We got new stuff coming up this week. But I gotta go. All right. Peace.